I draw every day, as a matter of fact, even if it's for literally like a minute or so, because that's usually how long it takes. Like if you put a piece of paper and pencil in front of me, it's like I can't not draw. I can't even imagine my life without drawing. I can't imagine it. That's blank. This goes to show how my mind works. You got Silver Surfer, you got Magneto, you got Green Ranger, Grodd, Superman, random mechs and stuff like that. I always say my mind's like a tornado. It's like a million little tiny things rolling around this big thing at one time. So sometimes it's hard to kind of pin down this. So yeah. Yeah, man. So I try to, you know, keep myself focused as much as I can and keep myself focused on my art because that's what I want to do. You need a job to pay your bills, you know, and keep, you know, lights on and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the goal at the end of the tunnel is my art because that's what I love. So when you're surrounded by your four walls, that actually, in my case, it helped my mind actually kind of bounce off these four walls. When I'm outside, I can do anything. I can go places. I can do this. But when I'm in four walls, now my thoughts have no choice but to kind of bounce around and eventually come back to me. And then I started putting it on paper. I started drawing when I was about 8. But I seriously started drawing when I was in the 6th grade. There was a friend of mine named Nolan that was in the 7th grade, and he was drawing X-Men #1, where it was the big splash that Jim Lee had did, where Magneto was out in space, jacking everybody up from Asteroid M, and he had all these people surrounding him, watching him do it, and I was so jealous. He had what I wanted, which was all the girls' attention. He had all the girls wanting to just, you know, see him and draw stuff for them. So I said, okay, well, this is an easy way to, you know, get attention. And it was comic books, so it was something I already was in love with. So I was like, sweet. I have a day job, as a matter of fact. I work for the BGE, the local gas and electric company. I'm not a bad guy though, but I wish I could do art full time. That's what I'm working to right now. I'm trying to make moves so that I can actually make that the thing that I do, because that's what I love to do. When I'm at work, I'm drawing. When I'm at work, I'm thinking of prints and things of that nature so that I can go to my shows and do commissions for folks. You see how fast I'm doing this, bud? I started doing conventions in around 2005, 2006, and then I would do it with 2 friends of mine, and we would pretty much break even and make a little bit of money. Our thing was just to make some kind of impression, to make sure that we get our face and our name out there. You know, I try to do my art right now, and unfortunately I have to do my art on the side. It's, you know, it's become something that's a side job. So that's where the big struggle for a lot of artists is, to make it not a side thing. You know, I hate when people say, oh, so you just do it for fun. I hate that, because every artist, if they could, would do it as a profession. But it's hard, and you know, society makes it hard to survive on your own and to do what you love, especially when it comes to art, because a lot of people feel that art is something that's not per se needed, even though art is in everything that our society has. You know, from the buildings to the clothes to the cars, everything comes from an artist's hand first. If somebody can take a painting and just splash paint on it, and it sells for, you know, millions of dollars, and they call that art, then why can't I draw a picture of Dr. Doom standing on top of his castle and have that be considered art as well? Self-taught, as a matter of fact. Comics definitely were my teacher. When I was in school, I hated art class, because if they would have made me draw another basket of fruit or some cloth or something like that, I would have slit my own throat. But when I went to school, they didn't like the type of art I did. They really did, actually didn't. They tried to persuade me not to do it at every turn. Every time we did a project, it was comic book art all day. You know, I get excited when I draw, you know, comic books. I don't get excited when I have to draw fruit or a landscape. That doesn't excite me. There's no energy in it to me. But there's energy in the human body. No matter how many times I draw it, there's energy in it, the movement and stuff like that, and the characters and the costumes and stuff, and thinking of new costumes and thinking of new ways to shape and form the body. That's exciting to me. Art, it dictates almost everything that I do. It dictates how I think. Everything that I do, when I see movies and everything, it's the art. I'm looking at the lines and the curves and the lighting and everything. So it's like art for me is more than just paper to pen. It's about who I am. It's about how I interpret things and what I wear and everything. It encompasses my whole life.